The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
All right, partner, despite my eating habits, I'm not big enough to play offensive tackle, nor am I quick enough. But with the defensive ends nowadays and their speed, those guys have to be able to punch and dance, and it's a tough, tough job to contain them.
Freeman again. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4. Now third down.
Wow, that play got shut down in a hurry.
As soon as the snap came, you could see defensively they were just closing in. That was going nowhere.
Yeah, you count on your offensive line to give you a little bit of space, a little bit of time so you can make a move. There was none there for him. Well, no second guessing the call here. It was 3rd and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
Well, that's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And the Rams getting set to go now. And certainly they'll be hoping to hit pay dirt like they did on the last drive. Got the football back, so a chance to go up 2 scores.
And they haven't been tentative at all in this ball game, because sometimes you start a game with your script to try and get information out of the opposing defense. How will they play you in certain situations? Sometimes you script to attack, and that's what I'm seeing so far.
Now a first down throw. Gone. They got a man over the middle. It's Woods. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. And now here's a carry heading left. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run it and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
To throw is gone. Over the middle, complete. It's Woods. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. Goff on third down. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. They'll give him a yard on the play, and it'll be 4th down. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to the City of Angels after this timeout. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They are going for it. Goff. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
Well, they picked up the first down, but I was going to say I didn't like it before the ball was snapped, and I don't like it now that they picked it up. Think about field position on their own side of the 50. They don't get it. They put their defense in a bad spot, and it's just not a decision that pays off very often.
Well, it wasn't 4th and a yard. There was some meat on that bone.
There really was. Fortunate to get it in that situation, but not a call I would make very often.
Woods, the receiver, in motion right. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. At 5 yards on the play there, as the drive will continue.
Any team that runs the toss and runs it successfully, that means they win the battle on the edges. That means you seal the edge in order to let your back get to the corner. They got it done there for a very nice game.
And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
I think there's one element that just keeps increasing on defense in the NFL, and that's speed. They want it at every position, and we just saw there some linebackers who can go sideline to sideline, run past that trash, go past people, and make tackles near the sidelines.
And not only near the sideline, but also in the backfield there for the loss. They'll try the air now with Goff. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. Call it a pickup of 7, and it'll be 3rd down. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Goff now to throw. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. On the left hash mark, this a 38-yard attempt. And Zerline's kick is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. And that field goal caps an 11-play drive.
That's a lot of offense to run to only get 3 points, but they'll take them. Anytime you can put anything on the board, you run to your sideline, somewhat happy.
Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. They'll run with Freeman here to begin the drive. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
But this is going to do that?
I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. On second down, Ryan. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was trying to hit Taylor Gabriel that time. And it's 3rd down.
And we just saw another example. These cornerbacks have played tight coverage all game long. Might start wanting to think about a few double, triple move routes to try and shake the guys.
And the Rams got it. They bring him down.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
They'll indeed go for it with Ryan. Steps away to his left. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. A surprising move to go for it, predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line. Now they try the right side here. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
So statistically, both of these offenses having a rough time getting a running game going. But, boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right. You look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game. And heavy contact. He is knocked down hard. Give him 2 on that run, and they're still left looking at a 3rd and about 9 to go. So they've been unable to capitalize on the great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9. Goff. And he's going to back at the 24. Vic Beasley in there to drop him for a 4-yard loss, and it'll be 4th down. So on 4th down, Goff will yield to Greg Zuerlein for the field goal try. He connected on his first, this from 41. And Zuerlein's kick is good. And that'll push the lead up to 13-0. So put another 3 on the board. And all things considered, a good opening drive here to begin the third quarter.
It sure was. I think as a head coach, you're happy to come out and put a little drive together, take the 3 points, and build on your lead.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
They go play action here on 1st down. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. He was trying to hit Taylor Gabriel that time. And it's 2nd down.
Was trying to extend the life of that play, wasn't he? Got out of the pocket, ended up scrambling off to his left, trying to find anyone open downfield to try and make a big-time play.
Thought he had an opening there for a second, but that window closed pretty quickly. It's his target. It's Taylor Gabriel. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves his sticks.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it.
And this is caught. A big play there. Ryan to Jones. 48 yards. They've been struggling in the passing game. Do you like the aggressiveness there? I mean, it worked on that play, but do you like it?
I do, because a lot of the time you're struggling because your passing lanes are clogged. That usually happens when you're throwing the ball underneath. People start to press up.
And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Devontae Freeman taking it in. And the Falcons draw a bit closer. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
Yeah, that was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Here's Bosher to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. And the Rams now coming out on the field. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
So what will they do? On the ground, through the air, let's see. 2nd and 9. Woods, the receiver, in motion right. Time running out here on the play clock. Goff now looks to throw. And that is incomplete.
When we talk with people about what we think the most important quality for an NFL quarterback to possess, what do people usually say?
Arm strength. And he showed the arm strength there.
Yeah, pretty good bullet pass he threw, but he wasn't accurate, was he?
No.
Listen, you like mobility, but accuracy, first and foremost, is what a quarterback needs. He didn't possess it on that play.
There's Goff. Now they go screen. It's complete. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. Only 2 on the screen pass there, and it'll be 4th down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
Back now in Los Angeles. It's the Rams out in front here. They've got control of the football as well as we get set for the 4th quarter. They've been brilliant, perfect on fourth down so far. 3 for 3, and they're going to try again here. In motion left is Watkins. The Rams going for it on fourth. Gone. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. Boy, you talk about not playing it safe. Why were they going for it there, Charles?
It's got to be a full evaluation of their team. Do they trust their defense in this situation? Maybe they think they've given all they can in this game, and they don't have anything left. Do they not trust that the other team's quarterback is just so hot that no matter where they get the ball, they go downfield? Remember when Bill Belichick went for it in that game, right, against Indianapolis on the road, and everybody said, why'd you go for it there? I think he just thought to himself, on the other side, if they get the ball, they're going downfield anyway. He was trying to end the game right there with his own offense.
And finding the tight end Hooper. A good pickup there at 22.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
They'll throw on first down with Ryan. They'll set up the screen for Freeman. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Devontae Freeman. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Falcons are an extra point away from having the lead. And he'll bang that one through. Here's Bosher to kick it away. So now here are the Rams as their offense comes back out. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. And this defense continues to give them fits. They just can't get really anything going on the ground, can they?
I love the theme that you just brought up. This defense has been tough all game long against the run. We just saw another example of it there.
He was looking for Watkins that time, and that takes us from second to third down. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is third and long. Now gone. And this is going to be incomplete.
I think that's a big-time play there because the slant route is really hard to cover because the timing is so quick. But able to see it, diagnose it, and get to the football, that's why he was able to bat it away.
So on fourth down, they're going to go again. Keep in mind they're 3 of 4 so far in these situations. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense. Adrian Claiborne able to drop him for a loss of 4. And here now come the Falcons. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete. On second down, Freeman. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. And now the Rams are going to halt things as they want a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. So an important try here from Matt Bryant. And the 42-year-old veteran's kick is up and good. And that'll move their lead up to 4 now. So they get the 3 here, but you wonder whether that's going to be enough.
Yeah, I mean, you've now made it so they need a touchdown rather than a field goal to catch them. But you're right. If they'd gotten 6 out of that drive, this would be a much different game.
And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. We'll see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game. And sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. In motion left is Watkins. Now Dunbar. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A nice pickup there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
I've yet to meet a wide receiver who likes to block more than catching the football, but the best ones understand that that's how they'll actually get more passes thrown to them if they help in the run game. And anytime you get a run of that yardage, that means the wide receivers did help. They get down to what a lot of people call the 2nd level, the linebackers, or the 3rd level where the defensive backs are, and they get out in front and put their bodies out there and create more space for their runners to gain the yardage.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. They'll look to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Woods. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. On 1st down, it's Gurley. And a short gain here, down to the 22. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. He'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not even going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
And this play goes nowhere, losing yardage back to the 15. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. And the 8th play on this drive coming up. Back to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And prior to this 3rd and 2 play, we're going to get a timeout call, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. The Rams on 3rd down, not so hot, 2 for 9 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. He's back to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. So this defense, they looked a little shaky to start the drive, but bottom line, they're a play away from finishing it off.
They rocked them a little bit on this drive, didn't they? But as you and I both know, it's not how you start, it's how you finish. They have a chance to end it right here.
Down 4 late. Got to go for it here on 4th down. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. In motion left, the tight end. On the run, Dunbar. And he takes it across for a Rams touchdown. Lance Dunbar with time running out. And the Rams have taken the lead here in the fourth.
How many people watching this one right here who gave up? Because that score, they might want to try and rush back into this stadium.
Yeah, what looks like is going to be the game-deciding score, although a little bit of time left, so you can't count your chickens before they're hatched.
Well, they better come back in here and watch this one, because you and I, we're not going anywhere. We want to see this one play out.
And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Here are the Falcons as their offense heads back onto the field. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you've got a decision. Are you in field goal range, or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it. Back to throw. Forced out to his left. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at third down. And before they can run this third down play, we're going to get a timeout, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. The Falcons on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 5. Here's Ryan. He's got Sanu. And he's going to be out of bounds at the 39. Ryan to Sanu, good for an Atlanta first down. They got exactly what they wanted there. Out route, catch, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
And I have to criticize defense here, because you know the situation. You want to keep them in bounds and have the clock run. So I'm sitting on the outside portion of the field and not letting them throw an out route. Throw anything inside and I'll make the tackle. An out route? That's not the way you're supposed to play it.
Now Ryan. He's going to let it fly. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 11. And that is going to seal this victory as time runs out. Well, we were on hand for a fun and entertaining game.